This is the brief on Mu Chen's trial at the martial power stele. Okay, so we're jumping into this really cool moment from the great ruler, right? Our guy, Mu Chen, he's facing this ancient test, the martial power stele, and it's all about pure raw strength. What happens? Well, it totally reveals his insane hidden potential. First off, Mu Chen pulls off something basically unheard of. He lights up all 9 ancient copper lamps on the stele. Now, you gotta understand, this is like myth-level stuff, usually only for warriors way up at Jizun stage 8 or 9. But Mu Chen, he's only at stage 6. Even super strong rivals like Han Shan only got 7. Just wow. Second, how'd he do it? It was his special Dragon Phoenix body technique pushed to the absolute max. All golden light and roaring sounds, you know? And get this, his power actually triggered this bloodline suppression thing on other powerful folks nearby. It basically showed everyone he's got this incredibly rare, powerful, great demon god bloodline. Finally, yeah, he won big, but it put him in serious trouble right away. The reward for all 9 lamps? This intense red aura, packed with the blood essence of a sky-swallowing demon god like 10 times stronger than normal. But doing that left him totally wiped out, super vulnerable. And that's when this jealous guy, Zhong Tang, tried to jump him and steal it. So yeah, Mu Chen's incredible power display totally shook things up, kicking off a whole new phase of huge growth and some pretty immediate danger.
This is the brief on Mu Chen's strategic triumph. Okay, so we're jumping into this really intense clash, right? It's all happening inside this ancient training pagoda. Think of it as like a superpowered gym for martial artists, cultivators, you know? Our guy, Mu Chen, he's just absorbed this crazy powerful thing called a heaven-devouring demonic beast blood core. Yeah, it's a mouthful, but basically huge power boost. And now he's got to deal with his nasty rival Zhong Tang and this other guy, Hassan, who's kind of on the fence. First off, Mu Chen shows off some incredible strength, totally unexpected. Everyone thinks he's weak after absorbing that core, right? Nope. Zhong Tang throws this lethal golden feather at him. It's like a top-tier weapon made from some legendary beast, and Mu Chen just catches it effortlessly. And get this, he doesn't just stop it. He absorbs its power, mixes it with his own dragon and phoenix energy, and turns it into this cool serrated golden sword. Seriously shows you how much juice he got from that blood core. Second, Mu Chen isn't just strong, he's smart. So after blocking the attack, he and his buddy Mu Fang have Zhong Tang cornered. Mu Chen demands 1,000,000 drops of this stuff called Zisun liquid, basically super valuable cultivation juice as payback. But here's the clever bit. He tells Mu Fang later, "Look, I didn't push him too hard." Why? Well, if Zhong Tang got kicked out of the pagoda, he could go after their friends, Zhu Yu and Mu Ling, who are outside and vulnerable. Just shows how Mu Chen's always thinking ahead, protecting his crew. Really savvy. And finally, let's talk about Hassan. Remember him? Zhong Tang tried to get him to help ambush Mu Chen. Hassan was tempted, yeah, but decided against it. Turns out, he had this really strong gut feeling, like a serious danger vibe coming off Mu Chen, and boy, was he right. Good call, Hassan. He totally dodged a bullet by staying out of that fight. So yeah, this whole showdown really proved Mu Chen's not just powerful, but also a brilliant strategist and super loyal, setting him up for whatever comes next on that final pagoda floor. This is the brief on the legendary trials of the Divine Realm's 5th floor. Okay, so picture this. 4 elite warriors facing the last scariest level of this crazy power training pagoda, right? And the challenge? Totally unpredictable, super deadly, but, well, the reward? An inheritance that's almost unimaginable. First up, you've got our guys Mu Chen, Mo Fang, Han San, and Zhong Tang stepping onto this mysterious 5th floor. Now, nobody really knows what the test is going to be. Rumor has it there are these, like, illusory great heavenly weapons that can just instantly kill even a really powerful 7th stage Zizun warrior. And where do they land? Straight onto this ancient battlefield. Think. Corpses, blood everywhere, just this intense, violent energy. Sets the mood, huh? Next, the real test shows up. A fearsome shadow thing, all decked out in blood armor, pops up declaring he's the Blood War King. Okay, this dude's a legend. An ancient warrior who, get this, started with ordinary talent but climbed all the way to peak Earth Shizun. That's a power level where you could actually threaten heavenly Shizun warriors. You know, the absolute top tier. And his test? You just gotta withstand one single punch. His demonic sacrifice punch, yeah, it's a heaven-shaking, life-sacrificing attack. Survive, and you get this incredible, priceless Shen-Tong-level martial art. Like a game-changing technique. Finally, here comes that punch. Mo Fang, Han San, and Zong Tang. They throw everything they've got, unleash their full power with these unique demonic dod forms. But nope, totally overwhelmed. They're forced to surrender, just vanish from the challenge. But Mu Chen, he's severely injured, covered in blood, but he sees this insane pressure, this actual life-or-death moment, as his ultimate chance to level up his Dragon Phoenix scripture. He pours his own blood into these dormant dragon and phoenix patterns on his arms, waking their spirit right up. He actually achieves the second stage of his scripture just as that devastating punch hits him. So yeah, this epic trial really reveals how some people will embrace ultimate danger, just for a shot at monumental power. This is the brief on Mu Chen's trials and triumphs. Okay, so we're jumping into a really key moment from the Great Ruler, right? You've got the main guy, Mu Chen. He goes through this huge power-up and faces this ultimate test. Yeah, it completely changes the game for him and how everyone sees him. First off, Mu Chen gets this insane physical makeover. His body gets purified by true dragon and phoenix energy, basically giving him crazy life force and raw strength. You know, after training in the ancient body training pagoda, he can now go toe-to-toe with these super high-level fighters, the 7th stage Zijun guys, just using his fists. I mean, that's a massive jump, seriously. Second thing, during this test on the 5th floor, Mu Chen's up against this demon punch. Sounds bad, right? It is devastating. Everyone, even his rival Ru Sui, thinks he's gonna try and block it and fail. But Mu Chen, he gets it. He figures out the real test isn't about fighting back. It's about courage. About, being willing to sacrifice everything, abandon your life. So he just lets it hit him. No defense. Everyone thinks he's dead. It kind of shows, real power isn't always fighting. Sometimes it's about letting go. And finally, surprise, Mu Chen walks out of that pagoda, not just alive, but way, way stronger. Totally blows everyone's minds because they all thought he was toast. And then he faces down that rival, Ru Sui, the one who wanted revenge. Mu Chen just uses one move, his golden fist, powered by all that new strength. And boom, shatters Ru Sui's defense, leaves him wrecked. Just shows off his incredible new power level. So yeah, Mu Chen's journey here, it didn't just lock in his amazing power. It really proved big time that his spirit just won't quit.
This is the brief on the Great Ruler, episode 375. Okay, so today we're jumping into a really key moment from the Great Ruler, episode 375. It's all about how one big fight is shaking things up, sparking new problems, and kicking off this awesome hunt for ancient treasures. First off, Mu Chen just showed off some seriously jaw-dropping physical power. He pretty much wiped the floor with Zong Tang, who's, a big deal, a top young expert from the powerful Crane clan and a high-level spiritual master himself. Now, Zong Tang was using both his spiritual energy and physical strength, right? But Mu Chen, he relied only on his crazy strong body. He actually forced Zong Tang to run away, super embarrassed and badly hurt. This wasn't just a win, it kind of proves Mu Chen's raw strength can beat even top spiritual fighters. Big stuff. Second, this victory, it immediately points to way bigger trouble down the road. Another cultivator, Ha Shan, drops this warning. Zong Tang's clan, the Cranes, they're tight with the really formidable Kunpeng clan. For anyone new, the Kunpeng clan are top-tier divine beast clans. Think dragons and phoenixes level powerful. Zong Tang getting beaten, that's gonna get their attention, for sure. Mu Chen's challenges are just getting started. And finally, we've got a brand new, super high-stakes mission. The scary, Myriad Beast Graveyard. See,
Mu Chen's team is looking for the legendary ancient immortal phoenix. And Hashan gives them this huge clue. This dangerous graveyard might be where a fallen one is. Even cooler, Hashan's group found an ancient treasure-devouring beast there. This unique creature literally eats treasures and refines them into unbelievably powerful, heaven-grade divine artifacts inside itself. Hashan's looking for help to tackle the risks and the potential rewards.
So, Mu Chen's incredible strength changes the game, but his victory kicks open the door to even bigger threats and a wild hunt for legendary loot.